missing one marker light up there. Needs to have the windshield's trim glued back on. Needs a bath big time. Does not come with this luggage carrier. I added that on to carry a little electric scooter and a cooler to the state fair. It needs to have a high clearance light replaced. And again, it's very dirty. I need to wash it. The awning that's on here is a 21-foot awning. Originally it had a 19-foot awning, but that was didn't come with the vehicle when I bought it. Obviously it burned when the refrigerator had a fire. I don't know how well you can see, but this is where the guy patched it. And the whole thing should have a paint job. When he did the patch to it, it's got regular camper RV roof seal up there. And if you're at all familiar with that, you know that every couple of years you're going to have to take and reseal that. It just goes on kind of like paint. Right now it's hooked up to shore power, and it's got 6 practically brand new tires on it. They were bought just a year or two ago, and it hasn't really gone anywhere. So this is a little screen. You can get this at Brembilla's. Covers the door handle. The kids broke it out, and it needs to be cleaned inside too. The carpet was new a few years ago, and I never got around to replacing the carpet on the doghouse. The carpet was not replaced by me, it was replaced by the previous owner. And up here, this is where I had my VCR, or a DVD player rather. And this is a junction for all the TV lines. They all come into one antenna that's on the roof, but nowadays the roof antenna is not that great because everything's digital. I bought a separate digital antenna. I'll be cleaning all this crap out of here before it goes. Microwave's going with it. Hardly ever use the oven and the stove, so it's actually very clean. The magnet's not going to go with it either. This is the fridge. I got the door open on it so that it won't mold anytime you close up something like that and leave it for a period of time. They'll start to mold. This ceiling is all new. The guy that did the repair to it replaced all the ceiling, and the countertop I replaced. This is a Corian plastic type of material that you see in some of the newer kitchens. I was able to come by a piece of it. It worked out well. The pantry, I was gonna, let me see if I can get some more light. I was going to put some slide outs in here. You can't really see. Here is my flashlight. I was going to put some slide outs in here so that the trays would slide out, but I never got around to it. And I was going to put some paneling in here. I never got around to that either. And my life has become very complicated now that I'm engaged. So this is the back bedroom where I replaced the subfloor in. I replaced the subfloor because the old water tube that fills this water tank had a split in it with a splicer, and I didn't know it. So every time we filled it up with water, it would drip, drip, drip down into the carpeting that was under here that was over a riser. The riser was in there to hide a gray water line that ran from inside this wall over to about here, and then across the floor and down into the gray water holding tank. And when I replaced the subfloor that's underneath this pergo, I found that I could hide that pipe down in between the joists, so that's what I did. These end tables are not secured. They're not bolted in or anything, because they were sitting on that riser, which is about 4 inches tall, and as you can see, it's hanging on the water pipe now. So I never got around to building some little 4-inch tall feet for it to bring it up high enough. And then these panels here, I cut openings in the walls so I could get to the screws that were holding the subfloor in, because the subfloor actually tucks underneath the sides of the walls and then is screwed down. And I never got to seaming these in either, but I found that you know, it looked pretty good, worked pretty well when I took it to the state fair. So I was just going to take and glue them to the walls. What else? Oh, the bathroom. Bathroom needs to be cleaned too. I was going to get around to replacing the floor in the bathroom too, but like I said, I've run out of time, and because of a new wife and child on the way, I just don't have the money to invest in it. I started replacing lights with LED lights that draw less power than the regular bulbs. It allows your batteries to last longer when you're dry camping. It's got twin air conditioners, one above the rear bedroom with its own thermostat, and one above, right above us here, with its own thermostat. Now, the air conditioners won't run at the same time unless you're on the generator. The generator has a separate circuit in it, so when you flip the switch to forward, I believe both air conditioners will come on at the same time. Otherwise, you have to pick which generator you're using. The kitchen floor here I replaced, and there's pictures on that Facebook page of that job that I did and the back bedroom job that I did. The water heater sits underneath this seat, and I replaced the insulation on the water heater because it was just all rotted, and I had a couple of leaks from right here, as a matter of fact, and one of these nuts should be replaced. I think it's that one. Every year when I winterize this thing, I take the nuts off and put them both together on here after I flush the tank out, and then flush RV antifreeze through everything. This pulls out into a bed, and I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there's where my pillows are. I need to bring those in. Folds out into a bed, so two sleep here. This dinette drops down into a bed. Two can sleep there. The back bedroom, two can sleep there. And here's two of the LED lights that I got. Don't know how well you can see them, but they're not cheap to the point yet. There's two in here, two in there, one in here, I think one in there. I was going to replace them all because they draw like 1 watt or less. So, but it's a very nice rig. I wish I had the time to fix all the little things and keep it, but I don't. Down in this hole here is where it was a carbon monoxide tester or alarm, and it went out. So I've got duct tape over the hole to prevent any rodents that may get in from, you know, getting around easily. I took and foamed up every opening the rig has where wires and stuff go through. Don't know if you can see the one down there that's underneath that cover there, but yeah, the very first year I had it, some mice got into it, and that's why I decided to go around and foam closed everything. I don't know what else I can tell you or show you on the thing. It's fully functional. I replaced the water pump in it a year and a half ago. You know, I added these curtains in here. Obviously it had something else before, but you know, it is what it is. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. I will try to give it a bath when I get a chance. It's got a, as I said on my post, it's got an intermittent EGR light that, or a service engine zoom lamp that comes on. It's not on right now, but it comes on over here, and it goes on and off while you're driving. The code, I had somebody pull the codes off of it, and it was EGR code, and the guy said, you know, you just need to replace the EGR valve. I added this onto it. This has actually got a backup camera that will come on when it's turned on, obviously. When you put it in reverse, let's try it again. You gotta turn it on. Okay. Now it's coming out with camera, obviously. Okay, one more time. Okay, and you can see it says camera on it. Flips up, and then you can adjust it up and back one of these ways. Not sure. I'm at an awkward angle here. No, that's not it. Here. And the camera obviously is pointing toward the ground right now. You can adjust that and put it whichever way you want. And I'll show you, I'll give you a better picture of that camera. That's another thing that needs to be worked on. It looks like when this thing had the fire that they pried this door open. So you gotta slam it real hard to get it to close tight. And the camera is up there. I didn't really know where to mount it. And the cord comes down, runs underneath, and comes up through the floor in the back bedroom. So that is the deal. Like I said, it doesn't need much, just needs more than I can give it right now. So if you are interested in buying it, great. If not, good luck in your search.